Hey everyone, Dave from Retired with Purpose. If you're new here, welcome. If not, welcome back. So, on my last video, I showed two different items that you can flip to make good money on eBay. And on the second item, I actually show where I can make 80 times my money. Now, my rule of thumb that I like to get is 10 times my money. But I put that one up to show you that a lot of times it's much more than 10 times. But many times people ask me about big items. What about shipping those large items? Well, I explain all the time. On my items, I don't pay the shipping ever. The buyer always pays the shipping on my items. So on this video, I'm going to show some big items. I'm going to show you all the details, how much I paid and how I shipped those out and how all the figures came out. If that interests you, let's get started. Okay, let's pull up the next item. Okay, we'll try this one. How about this one for shipping? Let's do this vintage folding jelly tube Chaise lounge. You may remember those from the past. They're heavy. It takes a big box. Even when they're folded up, it takes a huge box to put them in. But this one, on my custom SKU, I have written by rack, and it took up my characters because I use it from my location. But I can tell you that I bought it at a yard sale. They had several different old chairs, and it was just $5. And I bought it because I know it's a bolo item. It's a item to be watching for. The legs on it was rusty. Some people don't care. When they're looking for particular things, you're going to see they'll buy them. So let's go look at the order details. Okay, so here we are at the order details. It's right here's the item, the vintage folding jelly tube Chaise lounge. And right here is what I wanted for it. I asked $55. That's what I wanted because I know these are in demand and people want them. So what did the buyer pay? Up here on the upper right, what the buyer paid. They paid 55. Now look at this. Shipping 41.87 and the tax. So guys, let's talk about shipping. You will hear people say you have to do free shipping. Beg to differ. You don't. If you've got the item that people want, they're willing to pay the shipping. Good example. And you're going to see another example. They will pay for the shipping if it's the item they want. Now, the other thing on shipping that I actually talk about a lot, people don't set their shipping preferences up properly. eBay, I'm going to explain it again. I've explained it in other videos. eBay ships a lot of items that we sell. The carriers like USPS and UPS and FedEx, they give eBay a discount, a break because of the volume they sell. Actually, we sell. Well, when they do that, eBay could, guys, eBay could keep that discount, but they don't. They pass it on to their sellers who they know are taking their time to pack the items, to buy the boxes and buy bubble wrap and tape and taking the time to run them to ship them. eBay realizes that and they pass the discount on to us. Now, here's where a lot of people make a mistake. In your preferences, there's a toggles, and you have to go to that toggle and make sure that it's toggled the right direction. And when I say the right direction, you want it toggled to where you get to discount, but it stops with you. It doesn't pass on and give it to the buyer. The buyer pays regular retail price, the same price as if he went or she went to the post office and said, "How much does this Chase Lounge cost to ship?" They would tell them, "This is how much." So they're getting charged retail price. You, on the other hand, are receiving a discounted price because eBay is passing that on to you. So let's look down now. Here's the total amount that the buyer paid. It's right here, 104.14. Now, here's what I get. 104.14 minus the sales tax, minus the transaction fees, minus the shipping label. Look at the price difference, the discounted rate on the shipping label. They paid $41.87. I paid $20.86. Now, look what that does. Guys, big item. Everybody's afraid to ship big items. Look at the end results. Look over here. How much did I want for it? I wanted $55. How much is eBay going to deposit in my account? It's right here. $62.75. They're depositing into my account more than what I was even asking for it. Right? Now I just showed you black and white how that breaks down. And that's why you want to make sure that your shipping preferences are set correctly. Now let's go to the next item. Okay, so here we are. Here's the next item I want to show you. It's right here. It's a Ping Faith golf cart bag 4-way divider, and it's a ladies. Okay, so I wanted to show you this one because a lot of people talk about shipping big items and the customers won't pay the shipping. They do pay the shipping. Again, if you've got the item they want, they will pay the shipping. So again, just like on the last one, my SKU shows where I put it. I put it in my reselling goods rooms where it was located. And I remember this bag. I picked this up at a yard sale, and the guy was asking, I believe it was $12 for it or something like that. It did need cleaned up a little bit, but not bad, just around the top edge. And I offered him, I think, 7 or 8, and he came back and said he would take 9 for it. So I paid $9 for this Ping golf cart bag. Okay, so here are the details of that Ping Faith golf cart bag. It's right here. That I'm wanting $89 for it. So again, we go up here to the right side. What the buyer paid. He paid $89. Now, people have asked me how difficult it is to ship big items. And it's not that difficult. It does take a little bit of time sometimes. Like on this one, I had to build the box. That's easy to do. And the more of them you do, the easier it is. But I had to build this box. And you can see back down here on the shipping, he paid $59.84 for the shipping, but it was the item that he wanted. So here it is, 89, 59.84, his sales tax. He paid a total for this Ping bag of 156.12. It's right here. Now drop down. This is what I get. They carry that down again, the 156.12, and they take out the sales tax and they take out the transaction fees and the shipping label. Guys, stop and look. The shipping label, it's right here. They charged me $31.38 because I got the discounted rate, meaning a total of $97.23. Now again, I'm going to ask you to stop, switch back over here. How much did I ask for this item? It's right here, $89. I paid 9. It's almost 10 times my money. But when I go back over here, this is what they deposited in my account, 97.23, like on what, over $7, $8 more than what I was asking for it. And it made it hit 10 times my money. It came out to 97.23 that they deposited in my account. So guys, I just showed you black and white that you can earn 10 times your money, or actually a lot more, when you're reselling on eBay. These things are out there to be found. Don't forget the Goodwill bins that I mentioned. Um, I hear too many times you can't, that's not possible. You can't make 10 times your money. And they'll say things like, yeah, but you had to drive around and look for things and you had to list things. Yes, that's right. You do. You're staying active, you're getting up and you're moving, which is better for your health. Anybody that's in retirement knows that you need to keep moving. Now, some people will say, well, my investments are my side hustle and I don't do anything. No, no, I beg to differ. If you've got investments, you did do something. You contacted a stockbroker. You went and met with people. You drove, you talked, you researched before you made all those investments, before you sat down. So you still did something. My whole point is doing something is not a bad thing. And in retirement, it can be a really good thing. Good thing for your health, good thing mentally, keeping you involved, keeping you active. And again, it helps you find purpose. And that's why this channel is Retired with Purpose. So, guys, there you go. You've seen it in black and white, several different items that I've made more than 10x, 10 times my money on. You can do this too. It's not difficult. You just need to learn the steps and follow along. If you have the questions, ask them. I'm willing to help. And also, I do want to reiterate, like I said at the very beginning, YouTube and eBay both are my top side hustles. And I am willing to help people get their YouTube channels going. And I created a website to help with that effort, and it's called creatorfocused.com. Just go check it out sometime when you're curious. But hey, anyway, guys, if you like the information, like and subscribe. I'll see you on my next video.